Hey guys, it's coffee time!
Coffee time!
And what better way to show friendship than by trying to sit in a weird cup chair?
This is so uncomfortable.
I think this is the worst choice ever. Let's switch the chairs.
Oh, I can't get out. Fudge!
Okay, now we're in real chairs.
Take two.
We've done it. So this is DAZZA. DAZZA, introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm drinking.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
What kind of coffee?
Yummy one. Covered up the logo because we're not paid for it.
Yeah, totally. Oh, where did we go? Nowhere, just a random coffee shop. Totally indie, very small. They work as a family and love each other very much.
And they're Italian.
They were very excited about making your drink. I know I told you this already, but I didn't get to tell you guys. When I ordered his drink, which apparently we are keeping secret, it's a secret drink. When I ordered his secret drink, the people that were working there were so excited to make it. They were like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Are you ready for this? I was like, I don't know, am I ready for this? I'm not gonna be the one drinking it. Are there gonna be drugs in there? Because I'm gonna give this to a friend and I don't wanna be responsible for anything weird. But
I don't feel bad yet. Give it about 10 minutes.
That's good. I was gonna say, you haven't been drinking it long.
Keel over in 10 minutes.
Who knows what the breaking point is going to be.
So, I'm the Dr. DAZZA from Flying for Nippon. I do anime reviews, first impressions, anime news,
Manga pod.
I was gonna get to that.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. And then I'd also do manga pod. Yeah, with this one here. Yeah, and the one who you might recognize the background of.
Yeah, isn't this weird? Doesn't this look very reminiscent of another coffee time that happened?
You did it in here?
Yeah, we did errands in here when I did coffee time with Aaron. We did it right where we are now, in the exact same chairs, I think.
Were you at different spots or?
No, I was in this spot, so. Really, we're just replicating the same thing.
I'm actually Aaron.
Did you know? You're Aaron. I'm so sorry.
What can I say? I got an Australian accent. It just sounds better.
It just popped out one day, and you were like, you know what? I feel manlier, and then
and the penis comes.
Suddenly you were a man, and it was crazy, but everything's normal.
David's adjusting to it, but I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I think it could work out. Your love is pure, so
yeah,
it's fine.
It's pure.
So DAZZA's from Australia. He is in LA. Is this your first time in LA? Is this your first time in America?
My first time out of Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome! How are you enjoying it?
It is warm, and I love it. In Australia, I left at, what was it? It was like 4:30 a.m. on a cold winter morning. I was rugged up, full clothes, lots of everything. Came down, hit down here, and it was just like, I need to take everything off.
It is quite warm here.
Actually, no, that was the TSA telling me to take everything off.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, because, you know, they don't trust a white male person.
With an Australian accent.
Yeah, it's the Australian accent.
They're like, I don't know about this. I hear most of you are thieves. Thieves and hoodlums. Because apparently
that was 100 years ago.
Apparently we haven't shaken off that whole thing. Like, did you know everybody in Australia is actually a horrible person who got shipped there? Well, still true.
Fun fact, the city I come from was not actually a convict settlement.
Really?
Really. It was actually for the rich people who wanted to rule over them.
Oh, well there you go.
So they're mostly German people.
Just all Germans all the time.
Well,
That's
they were.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the only one in all of Australia.
How big in comparison to America is Australia? I've never been.
We're bigger.
You're bigger?
Yeah. If you look on the map and it's like, but if land mass is actually bigger.
Interesting.
Well, mainland. I think if you put Alaska and Hawaii and Puerto Rico, maybe it might be a bit bigger.
Right. I also can't imagine Australia being cold. Because in literally every form of media, Australia looks like it is exploding with heat. I can't imagine a winter Australia.
Well, it's more like we have 50 degrees over there is our normal summers.
Okay.
Right.
That's
Celsius. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Fahrenheit. We'll freeze to death, literally. No. What is that? I think that's about. I worked it out. It's 130 Fahrenheit.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna phone Google this because that sounds crazy. Okay, wait. 50 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, we actually got up to 52, I think. Not this summer, but last summer. Which was January, by the way.
Fahrenheit. 122 degrees.
There we go.
That is crazy. That's still insane. I would melt. I would actually just die.
We actually have heat waves of about 100, well, I think it's about 115 degrees for about 3 weeks normally in summers.
Oh my god.
So, and then it's like, it gets to 10 degrees and we're just like, oh, it's cold.
When it gets in the mid 80s here, which is like fairly often, when it gets in the mid 80s, I can't do anything. I'm just like, it's so warm. But every time if I complain about it on coffee time, anybody who's from like Australia is just like, you don't know heat. You don't know real heat.
It was funny because there was a heat wave the other week from LA, and I was talking to some guys at Maker, and he's like, it's so hot. It's like this much. And I'm like, dude, I survived like 45 degrees every day for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
my thongs were actually melting. Thongs, by the way, are flip-flops.
I was gonna say, I wanted us to just leave it, and somebody out there would be like, what? My mom, for the longest time, would call flip-flops thongs. Like, while I was growing up, she would always be like, because that's like, her generation called them thongs. And so...
So it's like the new generation of Americans who just call them flip-flops.
Flip-flops, yeah.
Why? What's wrong with you guys?
Why don't we call them thongs?
Yeah.
Because thongs are...
I know what thongs are.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Because to avoid confusion... Don't worry, I'm wearing my best thongs today. Oh, okay. Like, there's just... since they're both articles of clothing, like, there's so much good Venn diagram overlap there for conversation confusion.
Well, why don't you just change the name of thongs to, like... string. Underwear string.
Well, because we have G-strings, so that's a different thing. So there's G-strings and there's thongs.
But aren't they the same?
G-strings are a type of thong.
But but they're all like really small and they ride up the arse.
Right, yes, yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, at this point, calling it anything other than that a thong would kind of weird me out. It's kind of like, it's kind of the reaction that some people have when they say panties. And they're like, oh, I hate the word panties. I feel like that's how I would be if I had to use the word thong all the time.
You don't like the word panties?
I'm fine with the word panties.
Panties is awesome to say.
Right? I think it's a fun word to say, but there were plenty of people somebody out there was like, oh god, please don't say that again. Panties! It happened again.
Pantsu.
Pantsu.
Pantsu! Oh. I'm just thinking about G-strings now.
Okay, let's move on to something else. What in the last season of anime was your favorite anime?
Love Live School Idol Project Season 2.
No, didn't see
that. You've got no idea, dude.
No.
You have...
Sell it to me.
No. What do you think it's about, firstly?
Okay, say the name again.
Love Live School Idol Project Season 2. So it's the second season or something.
Love Live School...
Love Live.
Love Live. Yeah. Like it's a live showing of love.
Or it could be a live. I'm not going to say anything.
Love Live.
Yeah.
School...
Idol Project.
Idol Project. School Idol Project Season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that it's... Since it has the word live in it, and it has the word idol in it, I'm going to assume that it's about J-pop idols, or like wannabe J-pop idols who are maybe fighting crime?
Fighting crime?
Yeah, why not?
With music?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, they henshin into magical girl J-pop idols.
That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, let's make that.
Yes. Fly us over to Japan to make that.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, they're a school group. Their school idols is a thing.
Okay.
And they have like tournaments. It's like a sports anime, but with idol groups.
What? That's awesome.
And they have to try and go to Love Live, which is the big tournament.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's kind of like Glee, except cooler.
Except J-pop.
Except way better.
And the first season was them trying to save the school because it was being closed down.
Aww.
So
with music?
Yeah, with music. They're like, we'll become popular and like people want to come to the school, and that's what happened. And
amazing.
This is the second season of that.
Aww.
It was so many feels.
Aw, man.
It's really good, and the music is great.
How long are the seasons?
12, 13 episodes each.
Really? That's so short.
I think the last episode is airing this week.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure. I don't remember because everything finished either this week or next week. So.
Right. Are they gonna do a season 3? Do you think?
well, considering it's like $1 billion franchise, they better do a season 3. They also have this like
nah.
They have this game as well on iPhone and Android, where basically it's a song, it's just a rhythm tap game.
Yeah.
And they have events, and you have to get rankings.
Oh, what?
It's so addictive. I'm just like, I don't know how well I did in the last event but it consumes your life.
Any game, any app game on my phone that has events is so hard to give up for me.
I know.
Because I'm like, you know, you start to fall out of love with it, and you're like, this is getting repetitive, but then there's a new event, and you're like,
And it's just like, and they got new songs as well. They got new songs, and they're like, double points, and then like new cards.
Right.
Because you have to have the idols in training as well, and then you have to level them up so they get more powerful.
Okay. Alright, yes.
Yeah, and then if they're more powerful, you get more points in the songs, depending on what the song is. So if it's a blue card, and you're really high in blue, which is coolness, into a blue song.
Coolness.
It is, it's cool. There's pure, smile, and cool.
There's pure, smile, and cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you do a blue song...
All the elements of idols.
If you do a blue song, you get more points. So blue cards, blue songs, more points.
Right.
And then you've got the end cards, which are the lower ones. Then you've got the rare cards, which are the characters from the show.
Okay.
Then you've got the SR cards, or the super rare cards, which are the idols from the show, but idolized.
Okay.
Right.
Their henshin form?
Super Saiyan R.
Yeah, okay.
No, but you have to combine the cards to make them like idols.
Okay.
So you combine 2 rare cards to make a super rare card and they're more powerful.
Okay.
And they've got special abilities as well.
Right. This is sounding like games I've played before, except way more kawaii.
It is so good. And then also they have visual novel elements as well.
Oh, amazing.
So like this story is so bad, but they've got voice acting from the show.
Yeah. Wait, so what's the name? What's the name of the app game?
It's called Love Live School Idol Festival.
School Idol Festival. Okay.
Yeah, and it's for Android and iOS.
Yes, I'm gonna get that.
Don't. It will suck up your life.
It's okay.
Because it's got microtransactions as well.
Okay.
To get these heart gems, of course.
Right.
To bring up your love points or life points.
Okay.
But they give away so many of them that you just continually keep using them.
Yeah.
So you can't stop playing because it's on a timer as well. So if you're wasting like life points, you're wasting them. Where you're getting more points. Just like,
I love that when a game is like, do you want to buy more of this thing? But really just the way that the game plays, you get so many of them, you never actually have to buy them. Just like, no, that's okay, I have lots. I'm good. Especially if you're a hoarder, if you're a game hoarder.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks they give you like a new member bonus, which is basically like 3 a day. Okay. And naturally, you get 5 love gems for about $6. Okay. So it's just, I think you get like daily bonuses, and they just like, say if they're like down for like 10 minutes, they're like, oh, we're sorry, we were down, so we're gonna give you like 10 more love gems.
What amazing! Yes. Yeah.
And then you can also buy, like, you can get more rare idols and super rares with more love gems, because you can do honor idol scouting or just normal student idol scouting. Okay. So you get like the really rare ones at the top.
Right. Oh, it sounds magical.
It is.
Sounds like a game that I really need in my life.
Don't. You'll never. You'll just sit there in bed just playing it the entire time as a zombie, like.
That's okay. That's okay. I need those games sometimes. The pooping games. I need the pooping games in my life.
It's not a pooping game.
It's not a pooping game?
No, because
any game on your phone is a pooping game.
Because you don't stop pooping then.
You just poop forever. My mom...
You get a hemorrhoid because you just sit at the toilet the entire time.
My mom used to tell me about how, I guess, like, when she was growing up, both of her parents would do this weird thing. Like, both my grandparents, I guess, would do this weird thing where, like, they'd go to the bathroom and they'd just hang out in there for a while. Like,
would they like talk on a toilet? Or?
Apparently this was like a really common thing where like you would go to the bathroom with like a newspaper and like smoke a cigarette and just be in there for a while. And I was like, that is super weird. But at the same time I'm like, I guess we kind of do that now.
With phones,
like, yeah, like you bring the newspaper in so you have something to read, right? But then you just keep reading it so you just stay in there. It's the same with a game on your phone where like, you're like, I'm gonna take my phone in so that while I'm pooping I have something to do. And then you're like, I can't stop. I have to keep playing this game.
It's the worst one where I'm out of love points, so I can't play anymore.
Right,
and then
of course.
Reddit. on my phone.
Oh no.
And then it's just like, oh, I'll just read this entire thread.
Reddit doesn't load very well on my phone, although most of the stuff that I like to look at on Reddit is pictures. So then my phone is just like, I'm working on it. I'm just like, load faster.
Yeah, the pictures don't load for me very well.
Yeah.
Australian internet.
Yeah.
So, always the Ask Reddit threads.
Yeah. Here.
Or the AMAs.
Oh, yes.
I remember one time
AMAs
I went on
amazing.
and it was Schwarzenegger
Uh-huh.
was on it, and I'm just like, well, I better leave my pants down there.
I'm just gonna let it all hang out for a second.
And then a second, and then the cat like is at the door being like, I don't want food. I want food. So then I let her in, and then she sits in my pants.
Yeah. So okay, every single time I do a coffee time with friends, we wind up talking about animals. What's your cat like? What's your cat's name?
Her name's Sakura, or Sakura. That means cherry blossom in Japanese. Named after Cardcaptor Sakura, the TV show. And she's mental.
Like legitimately, or just like she's got a lot of energy and she's kind of a crazy cat?
No, she's legitimately mental.
Oh, okay.
Her favourite thing to do is at night, which is really annoying because it's like wooden floors. Everyone's trying to sleep in the house and she's like running around.
Right.
Is she likes to sit on the carpet, and when you walk past, she just pounces like at you, and you're just like, whoa, and it's dark, so you can't see. You just feel this thing pouncing at you, and then she does that, right? She's like, oh, you noticed me, and then runs underneath clothes, and then she chases her own tail and bites it, and then she's like, ow, that hurts, and then does it again.
Watson still chases her own tail too, which makes me laugh. Sherlock, I don't think ever really chased his tail, but Watson is still all about that. And she's almost a year old, so I'm hoping she just does it forever. I'm like, you're smart enough. You've been able to open doors and drawers and things. I'm totally cool with you doing real dumb things like, what's that? And chasing your tail. It's so silly.
And it's also like, because we've got a dog as well, and she's legitimately scared of the dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does not handle the dog at all. Like, she's fine with people. She's actually a massive, like,
attention whore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She goes outside and she does, like, roly-polies on the ground in front of people, like, oh my god, she's so cute. And we're just like, oh god, not again.
Don't encourage her, just don't
just
look
ignore
at her.
her.
Just ignore it.
She won't leave. But she's scared of the dog. So we leave her either.
Has the dog ever like done anything threatening to her at all? No. She's just scared of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger than her.
Right.
Well, she's like this big.
Okay. Okay.
So we leave her either in the bathroom or in my room, and she runs through the house to get to my room, and what she does is she runs through and then stops right in front of the dog to go, hey, I'm here. Suck it, bitch. And the dog's like, oh, okay, and then chases her.
Oh no, come on.
And then she jumps up somewhere and just growls at him. Like, and I'm just like, oh god, not again.
Like, why did you provoke this? This is your fault. You could have avoided all of this.
So we didn't ask, what did you get?
I got a caramel macchiato with soy. This is back when Maker used to be in a very small building when I first moved here. And Aaron and I, we would walk to, there was a Starbucks inside of an Albertsons, and we would walk to that Starbucks.
What's an Albertsons?
Oh, an Albertsons is a grocery store. A supermarket.
Okay. Because I went to Target, and you legitimately had everything there.
Yeah.
Which is weird for us, because our Targets are exactly the same branding, not brandy.
Brandy.
Sadly. And it's just clothes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I went to this Target around here, and it was just like...
Not all of the Targets are like that, but yeah, but there are like the Targets that have food and clothes and home goods.
The grocery section of that Target was the same size as one of our biggest Kohl's. It was mental, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get lost in here.
Too big, it's too big.
To be fair, I got lost at Bitcoin yesterday, so...
Oh no!
I was walking back because I was with Aaron and David, and they wanted to meet up with some friends, and I wanted to go to a panel.
Right.
So I was like, I'll go to the panel and meet up back here later.
Yeah.
So I walked through, what was it? It was the Marriott? We walked through there, and we'd walk through the Starbucks to go to a section. That's where we were sitting.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't go through the Starbucks to come out. I went around. Right next to a Pizza Hut, I think it was.
Okay.
I walked around and just walked up a hall, and I ended up at this, like, little girls' dance competition. And then
what happened?
The worst thing was, is I had my phone out because I was trying to work out where I was going. So it looked like I was trying to like take video of the girls dancing.
You're like,
and the mother, like I walk in, like open the door, I walk in and I'm just like, the mothers just look at me, like this massive glare, and I'm just like, I should not be here.
This is the wrong place.
So I walk out and there's just like this one that looks like it's 5-year-old thrusting. Like with her hips, just like, and I'm just like, this is a totally different to anything I've ever seen.
Have you ever watched the show Toddlers and Tiaras?
I've heard of it.
Oh, that show is so good. It's so bad, but it's so good. There was, I can't remember what event it was. It might have been VidCon last year. But, oh, oops. It's okay, it's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty, you're good.
Ish.
It might have been VidCon last year, but the same sort of thing. There was like a pageant going on.
It's probably the same thing.
Yeah, with like all of these little girls in like sparkly dresses, like walking around dancing and stuff. And I was big in my Toddlers and Tiaras phase at that point, where I had been marathoning it, and I was like, what is happening here? But the best part was I was walking through that area with Courtney Pants.
Yeah.
And this girl walked up to Courtney and was like, I'm a huge fan! Like a pageant girl walked up and was like, Courtney, can I have a picture with you? And I was like, what is happening? The worlds are crossing over in such a weird way right now.
I felt so sorry because they also had a volleyball tournament there.
Oh my goodness.
At the same centre.
So many things, yeah.
So on one side you had all these girls, because I think it was a girls' volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is haiku.
Yeah, I was going to say, like haiku.
And on one side there was a girls' volleyball tournament with teenage girls and everything. And on the other side there was a bunch of teenage girls looking at British YouTubers.
Right.
And I was like... And then of course there was the pageant girls. I'm like, is it just all females around here?
So many ladies.
And they're all like 12, so there's no hope.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? VidCon, like most of the people who come to VidCon are pretty young. Yeah. How was VidCon, by the way? I didn't go this year, by the way. But you guys went yesterday.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a lot more to do.
Yeah, that's been my problem in the past. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah, like it was nice. It was really weird going there and being like, oh look, it's the Fine Brothers. I mean, for you probably it's just like, hey, people. And I'm just like, oh wow. So I met like Shay Carl.
Yeah.
I met him. Met the Source Fed people, which were cool. I met Mika Kitty.
Oh yeah, Mika Kitty's awesome.
Yeah, it was really awkward because I don't know if she knew what to say, and I'm just like, hey, I'm this person. I watch some of your videos sometimes. She's like, cool. And I'm just like,
alright, see ya.
Yeah. Tay Zonday as well. That was, his voice is so legitimately deep.
Right? I know. He's got a crazy voice.
And it was so weird. LDS Shadow Lady as well. And I met a bunch of like maker people as well.
Yeah, of course.
Like behind the scenes maker people, which were awesome.
Yeah.
And who else was it? Oh, Captain Sparkles.
Oh, nice.
That was cool.
He's a really sweet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you're probably like, hey, Jordan. And I'm just like, Captain Sparkles. But I had this like, because we just, like, Erin and I just came from lunch because David was at a meeting because it's...
Right, because it's David. It's important.
He was in the YouTube lounge.
It's important or whatever.
So we just came out of food and there was Jordan walking past. And I'm just like, what's his name? Crap, what's his real name? Crap, I can't remember I don't know what to call him. Yeah. So I'm like, Captain Sparkles! And he's just like, what? And I was one of those fans that's like, hey, I like your videos. Yeah. You must hate that. I feel so sorry for all the YouTubers out there.
I mean, it depends on the personality, I think.
Yeah.
Some people just get so exhausted at conventions. Like, after they've met 3 or 4 people, they're like, I'm done. This is so exhausting. But then other people just really enjoy connecting, you know?
And we met some Mumcore fans as well.
Aww.
Which was good. Well, I met one, and we got her on the vlog. So
nice.
That she'll be coming up.
Awesome.
And then Erin apparently found someone else.
Nice.
And I was just like, I was at a SourceFed panel because I wanted to see them because...
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. I like the SourceFed panel.
Oh man, guys, for all of you who've been asking what's going on with our Anime Expo panel,
God, no.
we don't know.
Do we want to tell them the story? Okay. Basically what happened was, months and months ago, we contacted Anime Expo. And they were like, alright, we're going to open up the panels sooner. Right? This was about 3 months ago. And that's 3 months to a convention. You'd think you'd have panels open.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll open up soon. I'm like, alright, cool. So we heard nothing back. So Aaron and I were like, alright, so are they opening it? Like a month later. So we looked on the website and said, oh, panels are open. Okay. Went to the website. And the blog post linked to last year's.
Yeah.
So it didn't work.
So you literally couldn't submit it. It would be like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
We were like, this doesn't work. And then we finally realized in
the URL
that it said 2013, not 14.
Yeah, change the
and I was like,
3 to 4.
do we literally have to, and we changed it to a 4 and suddenly it worked. And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
And then after that, it wouldn't confirm the submission either. So then Aaron emailed with like the information and they're just like, it's going to be fixed later, so you have to do it through there. And we're just like, you can't manually put in this information.
Yeah.
You know, and then, so we did it all, it went through, we got confirmed, nothing. Literally nothing. So Aaron emailed them, nothing. Emailed them again, nothing. Then she called them, didn't go through.
We've spam tweeted them.
Spam tweeted them.
I DM'd them, and they were like, please send all inquiries to this email address. And I was like, we've tried. We tried that, but I'll try again. So I sent an email.
Did you get it?
Heard nothing.
Of course.
Sent another DM, and I was like, hey, so we haven't heard anything? And they were like, oh, sorry, we're very busy. And I was like, I bet you are.
No, they were like, oh, we get lots of inquiries at this time of the year. Well, then do it like 3 months ago that we wanted to.
It's insane. If it would be better to know that it was not happening than to suddenly look at a thing, at a program, the day that we go and be like, oh, apparently we have a panel? Like,
it's actually funny because they brought out the schedule, right? And we weren't on it, obviously.
Right, of course.
But there were a few people in the comment section of Facebook saying, hey, thanks for giving us the panel. Would be nice to know, like, more than 2 weeks ahead that we had the panel.
Yeah, so we could actually prepare for the panel.
You know, so they knew when everyone else knew that they had a panel.
Yeah, and they also, and even on that list, they were like, this isn't the final program, so because you might still have a panel. And we were like, ah.
They scheduled the Kill la Kill and Sailor Moon event at the exact same time. And it was just like,
dummies.
You don't do that. The organisation of Anime Expo is awful.
Yeah.
I can say that with utmost confidence.
Yeah. Well, we have a friend who used to work for them, and she was like, yeah, sometimes the schedule doesn't get finalized until the day before. And I was like, that's crazy. That is insane. How do you run an operation that way? And
it's not like it's a small convention either.
No, it's big.
It's like the biggest in the West. It's the West. Well, I think maybe there's Japan Expo in France is maybe a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because it's France, but
Anime Expo is big enough that it should be more organized. If any of you work for Anime Expo right now and you're watching,
they don't have 2 workers, apparently.
What?
Yeah. There's only like 2 people running the show, and that's it.
What?
Yeah. Like the rest are probably volunteers and stuff that just work like a tiny bit.
Are you kidding me?
I can't confirm that. That's what we've heard. Because apparently there was like huge layoffs after the global financial crisis.
Oh shoot.
At the organisation, so there's like literally 2 people running it.
Oh my gosh. That would make it more understandable. It's still frustrating.
It doesn't make it more understandable. It's just like, no words can comprehend how annoyed I am.
Yeah. Because I would just like to be able to tell people if we have it or not.
Yeah, it's not like, we can't just be like, well, we are now, but we can't just be like, oh, Anime Expo's just not telling us. Because it sounds like we're being lazy, but we're not.
We're not! We tried so hard! We tried so hard to figure this out. Anywho, yeah, so that's the situation with Anime Expo. Either way, even if we don't wind up having the panel, yeah, we're gonna do a big fan meetup to supplement. So
and we'll do the Q&As there and everything.
To be announced on that.
Maybe I can go in contact with Crunchyroll and be like, take over their stage for an hour.
Yeah. Like, hey, here's the thing.
Hey Crunchyroll, You know us. We work with you.
Look, we'll dance for you. We'll dance on your stage for you, Crunchyroll. I know you love that.
See Yoku dancing on stage.
Yoku gets it on Tuesday. We'll do a coffee time with him too.
We think.
Probably.
Well, we go to the 12-hour live stream as well.
True. True. True.
We haven't worked that out because Yoku should have come the week earlier. So he could have all done on the weekend.
Yeah, that is true. But, he's got lots of work to do and stuff though.
He's a boss. He can tell him to do the work.
Is he a boss now?
I think he's the boss.
Whoa.
Because I was talking to him on Skype and he's like, hey, I'm just sitting in the car while I tell my workers what to do. I'm like, you're the boss? He's like, yeah.
What?
I'm just like...
I thought he was a grunt. I thought he was a grunt for his brother.
Yeah, I think it's his brother's company, but he's like the management.
Whoa.
But he does the work as well. So he's like one of the ones who's like, oh, I'm doing hands-on work, guys. We're family here.
Yeah. Family.
It's
family business.
Yeah. But then they just get drunk all the time because it's Yoku.
Because it's Yoku, yeah.
Mm. If he's here and sober, I will be very surprised.
Yeah. That would be surprising.
Because they're driving from, I think it's Sacramento. Him and a friend.
They're driving?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They apparently get in Monday night.
Oh, okay.
I haven't spoken to him about this. This is all like second-hand knowledge from Erin.
Right.
And we know how reliable Erin is. I love you, Erin, but...
Erin's pretty reliable. She just, you know...
Forgets.
She just gives us the information that she has. And sometimes that information's wrong.
To be fair, it is also Yoku.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I would blame Yoku before I would blame Erin.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yoku is a...
He's a Yoku.
Yeah, he's Yoku. He's Russian, I mean...
He's a precious Yoku.
Russians aren't always known to give a lot of good information.
Oh no, shh, stop.
Before I start World War III.
All of my Russian viewers are going to be like, whoa, hold up right now. It's fine, he's actually Ukrainian.
The Russian viewers are like, oh yeah, wait, that's good now.
Wait a minute!
Ukrainian viewers are just like, oh, those damn...
When Yoku and I first met on Skype, actually, you were there too, when I met
the
everybody,
first meeting of Manga Pod.
Yeah, when I met everybody on Skype for the very first time, Yoku like put me on the spot and asked me if I could remember any Ukrainian, and of course, in the moment, I couldn't remember anything.
You know Ukrainian?
I went to Ukraine for 2 weeks, and so I learned...
That's like me coming to America and learning American.
No, it's nothing like that. We both speak English.
No, you speak American English, thank you very much. I speak Australian English, totally different.
Anyway, the only thing that I could remember was Dobry den, and...
Don't breathe in.
Dobry den means good day, I believe, and of course, that wasn't good enough. Yoku was like, well, right now it would be Dobry večer, because it was nighttime, and I was like, fine, Yoku. That was my first interaction with Yoku. Being like, oh, you remember any Ukrainian? Yeah, that was wrong.
That's Yoku and
fine. Fine, Yoku. And now we're all great friends.
Really? I hate
great
Yoku.
buddies. Aw, come on.
He's a bastard.
He's my Yu Yu Hakusho buddy. Yu Yu Hakusho, best anime ever. 2020.
No.
No. 1980.
No.
90?
90. I haven't even seen the show and I know this. She's casually getting her phone.
Google phone. Quick, Google phone.
Speaking about languages though, it's really funny. I thought I'd come here and everyone would be like, you've got such an accent. Mm-hmm. Literally only one person has said that you've got an accent. And that was a girl in line to meet the Sourcefed people.
Oh, really?
And she came up to me and says, are you Australian? And I'm like, yeah, mate. And she's like, do you know Nat Tran? And I'm like, do you know Barack Obama?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And she's like, no.
Love those moments where they're like, oh my gosh, you're from the same country. Do you know Benedict Cumberbatch? It's just like, what?
The funny thing is Nat's actually a friend of mine, so I kind of actually do know. It's all YouTube. It's all YouTube.
But no, then you'd be supporting that
the stereotype.
That stereotype. Yeah.
I don't actually.
All Australians know each other.
I haven't actually met her. It's just like she's a friend of a friend.
Right.
So I see her tweeting at this person. I see we're all tweeting at the same person.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
Okay, guys, wait. 1990.
Oh. When did the manga come out?
It started in 1990.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the anime.
Original run, 1990 to
Oh,
1994.
that's in Jump, yeah.
That's
Then
the volumes, yeah.
What was 92?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, that's older than what I am.
Aha!
Don't you feel old?
I brought, okay, so for whatever reason, considering we were out in the middle of nowhere, it was very strange to me, but my high school had lots of, I accidentally made Aaron's computer come away.
She's got Skype open. That's dangerous. It was actually funny.
Not allowed to touch it.
Because I was actually, I was using the computer to edit yesterday for something. Was it yesterday? I don't remember. No, it was the day before. It's Friday. I don't know days. What is days? So I used it, and she just had everything open, like Twitter and Skype, and I'm just like, Do
I betray the friendship?
I did.
Aww. Oh no.
What I wrote was Kuroko Buds.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been a legitimate tweet from Aaron.
That is true, yeah.
It all worked out.
I don't think people kind of understood that it was a hack.
Right.
A hack.
Oh, but anyway, to finish my story really quick, my high school always had lots of Japanese exchange students for whatever reason, and there was one time that I brought one of my Yu Yu Hakusho volumes to school with me, and
You're that person.
two of the girls were in the library with me, two of our exchange students, and both of them started laughing, and I was like, what are you laughing about? And one of them was like, that manga is so old. I was like, oh, come on. Like, put it back in my bag. I was like, it's really good though. And she was like, yeah, but it's real old. I was like,
wow, what's the time frame of this?
like what year?
Yeah.
This would have been 2003.
I was still in primary school then.
Aww.
I was probably like year 4. Thanks.
That makes me so happy. Aw. How old are you, DAZZA?
I'm 21.
See?
I can just legally drink.
Yeah.
Not that they check.
Just in time for America.
Yeah. Not that they check.
What's the drinking age in Australia?
18.
Oh, yeah. Like most of the world.
Americans are the weird ones.
Yeah, we are super weird.
It's weird though, like, because in my high school we had all the kids bringing like Dragon Ball Z and everything.
Right? I feel like Dragon Ball Z, for whatever reason, like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon are more acceptable to like be reading years after. But Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, they were like, no.
But that's like saying, oh, you can't bring in Hunter x Hunter because it's still old, but it's still running.
But it's, yeah.
And then like One Piece and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not that you'd take One Piece because One Piece is
because it's great.
probably more Naruto. You'd probably be like, eh.
I used to love One Piece so much. I've
only read the first 11 volumes.
Really?
Yeah.
I got pretty far in One Piece,
and
then I stopped because school.
School
got real crazy. Most of the time, if I stop an anime or a manga that I'm really enjoying, it's because it was because of school.
Yeah, that or Crunchyroll's just not working.
Yeah, there's always that too.
It's just like, I can't be bothered waiting for it to load. I'll just watch something else.
I was so lazy. Yeah, with Fairy Tail, I watched all of the Fairy Tail that was on Netflix, and then I was like, well, I guess I better watch something else. And Sam was like, what are you talking about? You can find the rest of the Fairy Tail episodes on the internet. And I was like, yeah, but it's a lot of work. And he like spent like 5 minutes finding the next episode for me and was like, here.
It's on Funimation site.
You have to have a subscription with them?
No, okay, no, I'll rephrase that. It's on their YouTube site.
Oh.
They have it on their YouTube site.
Interesting.
I don't think it's very high quality, but they've got both dub and sub.
I went to fairytale.tv and they have all of the episodes on there. So
can you bleep that out? Because I don't think that would be legal.
It's cool. It's whatever. But that's where I watch it.
Yeah, no, I get the DVDs of it, so. The movie was so bad.
The Fairy Tail movie? Oh.
I stopped watching it after,
The spoil.
After one of the arcs.
Okay. That's a good vague way to put it.
I think I stopped watching it and I started reading it. And then, because you can't in Australia legally get the volumes, like, because you got like the Weekly Shonen Jump stuff with like One Piece, Naruto, but then
Right.
Fairy Tail's not Shueisha.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just stopped because it just wouldn't load the volumes anymore.
Aww.
So I'm just like, oh, I'll read something else.
Yeah. Totally.
So.
Well, dude, thanks for being at coffee time with me.
Thanks for having me.
Tell everybody again where they can find you.
You can find me at youtube.com/findingfornippon or on Twitter at DazZA or stuff. I'm sure they'll be in the...
I'll put it all in the description. So
I'll make sure she doesn't. Don't worry.
That I don't?
No, that you do. That you do. There's been many times.
You're like, could you get rid of all of those links that are supporting me? Thank you.
No, because it's many times I'm watching your coffee and I'm like, I'll put it down in the description.
And then I forget.
Yeah, don't never do that. So I'm just like, I'll make sure they're there.
I'm sorry. I'm the worst about that.
we still love you.
Aw, thanks. Aw, yay. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Make a gross face. Are you ready?